Hi guys, good to see you. I'm just about to get ready for the big show. You ready to come in? All right, come on in. Oh my God, so good to have you. I can't wait to show you what's happening. We're going to get ready for the show. You will have some glitter on you by the end, guaranteed. But come on to the drag room, let's go. All right, this is where the magic happens. Oh, here we go, the journey begins. Well, this is Maple. She's my little baby. She's just turned 2 years old. I love her to bits, but she is a chatty Cathy, and she is definitely going to be the star of this, guaranteed. Oh, good girl, Mapes. Good girl. She wants all the attention now. All right, sit. You ready? You ready? Good. Yay, you got it. So I'm 29 years old. 29 years young, I should say. I've been doing drag for 10 years now. I started in Perth as a young little 18-year-old who didn't know what he wanted to be or where he wanted to go, and drag was something that I saw at a nightclub and I thought was very bizarre. I thought it was very weird, but my friend said you should give it a go. And I said, okay. One night, and that one night got a little bit out of hand, and we're still going. Drag is like, it's just magical. It's kind of escapism. It's been a therapy for me at a point. You know, coming to terms with being gay and having to come out to my family. It was a experience, and I think I had a lot of things to work through mentally, and I could act those things out on stage and get those emotions out. And I think so drag has been definitely a therapy, but I find drag as just an escape and a way to bring joy to people's lives and bring joy into my life, and just a beautiful creative outlet that I can just vent everything into, and I love it. Hannah has always just been, I think, an extension of Chris. I don't like to divert too much from who I am, and I think it makes for, I feel it's more authentic, and I find confidence in Hannah, but I think Hannah also finds confidence in Chris. So I think we live together and coexist in this one crazy little body. And she loves, I just think she just loves, she loves sparkles, obviously. She loves the glamorous side of life, but I really love just diversifying myself and playing in different fields and playing in different genres and not limiting myself. I think it's important that as an artist, you're open to try new things and grow and learn, and you never know where that journey's going to take you. So you got to be open to whatever and be able to really just tackle whatever's thrown at you, really. So this is typical. It's Mummy's turn in the spotlight, and she just comes in. She's been on Sunrise, you know. Since RuPaul's Drag Race has come around, drag has been, is isolated into different sections. Like, there's pageant queens, there's performing queens, there's online queens, there's at-home queens. There are all these different types of queens, and I don't believe in that. I don't feel like you should be put into a box. Drag has been always about bending the lines and breaking the rules and not being inside of a box. So the fact that that's come about is very confusing to me, and I've always felt it's important to be able to dabble in all the different realms of drag. And, you know, you may not be the greatest at it, but to be able to do it at some point is important, because it allows you to have a more versatile product and a ability to adapt to whatever. And in terms of performing styles, you know, I love doing a ballad, but I also love doing like a dark gothy rock song, and I'm not afraid of doing that. And I think that's the magic of it. And I love going from like a glamorous, you know, clown to being like the Wicked Witch of the West and being painted green and, you know, pretending to fly with a broomstick while you're standing on a chair. It's my favourite thing to do. Drag definitely varies all over the world. I think you notice the differences, especially now that it's at the forefront with the shows like Drag Race and Dragula. I think Australia, though, we're very performance-based. Not saying that the others aren't, but we're about the big production shows, we're about group numbers, it's about the performance, whereas in the States, you can see that, especially when you watch videos online, when the queens are performing in clubs, they're having tips. They're getting tips from people, and that doesn't happen in Australia because, we don't have the dollar bill, and I don't want dollar coins being thrown at my head, like, in the middle of performance. I think that's less a tip, and that's more of like a stern, please stop. So I don't feel that's what we want. So wigs are sourced from all over the world. However, we are so lucky in Australia that we call her the Wigador or the Wig Witch. Her name is Vanity, and she runs Wigs by Vanity with Courtney Act from Drag Race. And she's just amazing. Majority of my wigs are from Vanity. Drag has been royally effed up by the COVID. But we went online for a bit. We did live streams on Instagram and Facebook and doing Zoom meetings for businesses and doing trivias and all that kind of hullabaloo, which is fun. However, that well did dry up pretty quickly. And obviously we understand it. A lot of people are going through things and it's hard to donate. The challenging part of it, though, was having to perform with no audience reaction or no claps. Like, we were dying for an applause. That's all we wanted. But all we saw was little love hearts popping up on the screen. It's like, okay. However, like now we've moved into dinner theatre and we're doing some dinner theatre on Oxford Street and trying to keep the little heartbeat alive and the pulse alive on Oxford Street. And I think it's happening. People are loving it, and it's just a lot of fun. We're doing a Halloween show at the moment, and I get to be David Bowie from The Labyrinth, and I love it. The Goblin King. Goblin Queen in this case, really. Vanity did me a drag version of Jareth, the Goblin King's hair, and it is humongous, and it's all tinsel. Well, not all tinsel, but a lot of it's tinsel. So it's all sparkly and it's pretty magic. And let me tell ya, I am packing in it. They don't call me Hannah Conda for nothing. It's taken me all over the world, drag. I've been to the States. I've been to Paris. I've been to, like, the Northern Territory. Oh my God, my eyebrows aren't even related. We can fix it, don't worry. And for a long time, I think drag was, like, used as, like a little bit of, like, a comedic relief or like, the butt of the joke.
Do you enjoy that show, guys? Fucking fabulous. We're sweating like cunts up here,
But now, drag's in on the conversation, and people are inviting us to the table and inviting us to be a part of the experience, which is really wonderful. And that experience with Jack Whitehall was just so cool to see, because we were a part of it, but we weren't just a gimmick. We were involved, we were in on it, and I think that's really special to see drag being taken seriously, because for a really long time we've all known that drag has kind of been the bastard end of the entertainment industry, and, you know, it would be an art form that other artists, like, you know, theatre stars or TV stars, whatever, would come and enjoy when they're not working, but then we wouldn't be taken seriously otherwise, you know. Now that's kind of changing, and people are really loving it and loving the art form of drag. And I think because they've seen more and they're allowed to see behind the curtain, they feel more empathetic towards us, and I think they also understand it a bit more, and they're fascinated by it rather than being scared of it or weirded out by it. And then obviously you have the business side of things as well that a lot of people forget about, that you're running a business. So you need to be able to do your taxes and your emails with clients and your all of that kind of stuff. That's also very important because the business side needs to be as polished as what happens on stage, or otherwise there's really no point, because the more you apply a professional sort of feeling to your drag, the more bookings you get, the better you're received, and I just think it goes for an overall polished product rather than just, you know, just the performance. So it's I think I have personally sort of really worked on my wig styling and my makeup and my creating of looks. I think that's where my I like doing spots. So spots are your drag solo numbers, and I feel like I really come to life when I get to do my own spot numbers. I really love that. But I can do the other stuff begrudgingly sometimes. So I grew up, like most of my early childhood until I was about 10 or 11, was in a country town called York. And my parents ran a pub there called the Castle Hotel. And that was my stomping ground while I was really young. I had my dad's fondest memories every time I talked to him about York. And we actually went back there when I was in Perth earlier this year. And he's like, I just remember sitting in the office doing work, and all I can hear is like the of little clip, you know, the plastic heels you get from the $2 shop. That was me strolling on down with my tutu on and my little heels, and coming in with my purple afro wig on, and roll in. And he's like, you know, it's like, you've just provided a lot of colour and character to the streets of York. I came out when I was 17 because I was storming around the house because a boy I liked didn't like me back. I was storming around, I was angry, I was throwing things around, and my mum just says, you need to bloody stop it. We all know you're gay. And I was like, oh, okay. But they are very accepting. My dad has been given the affectionate pet name of Papa Conda. Favourite part of lips, the gloss. Every time. I think this advice is not only for starting drag, but just really for anything in life, especially if you are a person that is finding themselves sort of closer and closer to the GLBTQI plus community in whatever fashion or form, is that, and this goes for drag as well, but it's all about being honest with who you are as a person, and don't think that drag is like, need to think that drag is somewhere where you have to hide. It's about being true to who you are and being your authentic self. So I think you need to live without inhibition and know that there's people that will love you and care for you no matter what. And if your family that you were born into doesn't accept and love who you are, well, that's a shame for them, because they're going to miss out on being involved in such a radiant soul's experience in life. And I say, live fearlessly, live boldly. You only have one life, so live it to the fullest. Enjoy it. Make memories, make moments, experience every type of emotion that there is to experience. The more you experience, the richer your life is, and the more you have to fuel you going on. And I just think, just embrace the full colours of the rainbow that this world has to offer. And if in doubt and things aren't working out, throw some glitter on it. Just have a good time. And we're done. Ta-da. You ready? We're going to go put a wig on. We're going to do costume. We're going to do tights. We've got to tuck. But I gotta piss first, so let's go. Woo! This is my arriving ensemble, guys. It's been a treat having you in my house, but duty calls. I have to go now, have a show to do, I have to entertain the masses. COVID safe though. I'm gonna see you at the show, hey? Come on, get out. Make sure you wear something fancy. Good to see ya. See you soon.